Don't scroll, the voice begins with urgency. Because what you're about to hear will restore your faith in humanity. This is the story of a black teenager who had nothing to give but his heart, and how one small act of kindness brought thunder down the highway in the form of 100 roaring motorcycles, changing his life forever. So before we begin, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and stay till the end, because this story will move your soul. It was a cold, gray Saturday in Atlanta. Rain had just ended, leaving behind puddles on cracked sidewalks. 17-year-old Malik Johnson pulled his thin hoodie tighter around him. His sneakers were torn at the front, the sole barely clinging on, and his stomach growled for the third time that morning. He was walking home from his shift at a small car wash. 8 hours of scrubbing mud off fancy cars for $15. $15, that was all he had to last him the week. As he walked past a gas station, he noticed something strange. A man, big, muscular, covered in tattoos, with a leather jacket that said, "Hell's Angels," was crouched beside a heavy Harley-Davidson. The bike's front tire was bent, and the man's hands were bleeding from trying to fix it. Malik hesitated. He'd heard stories about bikers, dangerous, mean, not the kind you mess with. But then he saw something else. The man's expression wasn't angry, it was painful. His eyes, hidden behind sunglasses, looked like he hadn't slept in days. Malik took a breath and walked closer. "Sir, you okay?" he asked softly. The man looked up, surprised. "Bike hit a pothole. Bent the rim. I'm miles from home," he muttered. I work at a car wash nearby," Malik said. "There's a repair shop 2 blocks over. I can help push it there." The biker laughed, a deep, tired sound. "Kid, this beast weighs more than you." But Malik smiled. "Then we'll push it together." And they did. For 20 long minutes, under the humid Georgia air, Malik helped the stranger push the 1,000-pound motorcycle down the road. His back ached, his palms burned, but he didn't stop. When they reached the shop, the biker checked his wallet and cursed. He had no cash, only cards, and the mechanic said the card machine was broken. The fix would cost $15. Malik stood quietly, then reached into his pocket. His last $15, folded neatly. He'd planned to buy bread, peanut butter, and maybe a second-hand pair of shoes. He placed the bill on the counter. "Here," he said. "Just fix it." The biker stared at him. "You serious?" Malik nodded. "You'd do the same." The man didn't speak for a few seconds. His throat tightened. "What's your name, kid?" "Malik." The biker extended a heavy, scarred hand. "Name's Bear. An hour later, the Harley roared back to life. Bear offered to drop Malik home, but Malik shook his head. "It's just a few blocks. I'm good." As he walked away, Bear sat there, watching that boy disappear down the wet street, a boy who had given everything for someone he didn't even know. 2 weeks passed. Malik went back to work, still walking miles every day because his sneakers had finally split apart. His mother was sick, and most of what he earned went to medicine. One Saturday morning, as Malik scrubbed the hood of a silver truck, the sound of engines echoed through the street. Not one, hundreds. People looked up. Dogs barked. The air filled with the thunder of Harley-Davidsons. Malik froze. The rumble grew louder until the entire street was lined with Hell's Angels, men and women in leather jackets, steel boots, tattoos, sunglasses. At the front of them was Bear. Everyone at the car wash backed away nervously. But Bear stepped forward, smiling. "Malik Johnson," he called out. "Where's the kid with the biggest heart in Atlanta?" Malik wiped his hands, confused. Here." Bear pulled off his sunglasses. His eyes glistened. "You remember me?" Malik nodded slowly. Bear turned around and waved. 2 bikers rolled forward, towing behind them a brand new black motorcycle with chrome trim and a custom seat. On the tank, in white letters, were the words, "Ride with Heart." "This," Bear said, his voice cracking, "is yours." The crowd gasped. Malik stepped back, shaking his head. I can't. I don't even have a license." Bear laughed. "You'll get one. We'll pay for it. You helped me when I was stranded and broke, when you had nothing yourself. You gave me back faith I lost years ago. So we all decided, it's time someone helped you." One of the bikers handed Malik an envelope. Inside was $15,000, raised by Hell's Angels chapters across the state. Enough to pay his mom's hospital bills, buy food, and get him back to school. Malik fell to his knees. Tears rolled down his face. Why would you do this for me? Bear knelt beside him. Because kindness spreads like wildfire, kid. You lit a spark that reached us all. The entire block was silent. The bikers revved their engines, filling the air with thunder, not of menace but of solidarity. Malik stood there, clutching the keys, surrounded by men and women society often judged as outlaws, but who, at that moment, were angels in every sense of the word. Weeks later, Malik got his motorcycle license. He rode that black bike to school every day, his mother healthy again, his future finally bright. The words, "Ride with heart," weren't just painted on his gas tank, they became his motto. He started a small community group, helping kids from low-income neighborhoods fix bikes and cars, teaching them about generosity and trust. And every year, on the anniversary of that day, 100 bikers rode back into the city to celebrate the boy who changed their hearts with one selfless act. So next time you think your kindness doesn't matter, remember Malik, the boy who gave his last $15 and got back something priceless. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because the world needs more stories like this. Sometimes, one small act of kindness can echo louder than 100 roaring engines.